I think she is a malignant narcissist who is a truly terrible person.
I just think she's crying for sympathy, playing the victim.
Oh my gosh, I work so hard.
And there's also no sympathy to be granted for this lifestyle that she's chosen to live.
I appreciate what hard work looks like. I like working hard.
Well, according to their tax documents, they work 1 hour a week.
Is Meghan Markle the master of her own narrative, or is she trapped in a role she can't escape? The Duchess of Sussex has been a lightning rod for controversy, with every move dissected and every tear questioned. From her days as a struggling actress to her royal exit and beyond, her story is packed with drama, ambition, and accusations that she's never quite what she seems. Let's dive into the whirlwind that is Meghan Markle and uncover why the world can't stop talking about her. Before she was a duchess, Meghan was chasing the Hollywood dream. Born in Los Angeles in 1981, she landed small gigs like a briefcase, model on Deal or No Deal, and a few roles in shows like The League. Her big break came as Rachel Zane on Suits, a cable drama filmed in Toronto. But let's be real, Suits wasn't exactly setting the world on fire, and Meghan was far from an A-list name. Critics like Candace Owens have pointed out that her acting career never took off, with some calling her a D-lister who couldn't break through. Still, Meghan had big dreams, and she wasn't shy about them. She ran a lifestyle blog called The Tig, sharing her love for food, travel, and fashion. It was clear she wanted to be a star, but Hollywood wasn't calling her name. So what came next would change everything. In 2016, Meghan met Prince Harry through mutual friends, and by 2018, she was walking down the aisle at Windsor Castle, becoming the Duchess of Sussex. To the world, it was a fairy tale. American actress turned princess. But some saw it differently. Critics argued Meghan didn't marry for love, but for a shot at global fame. They point to her calculated moves, like guest editing British Vogue in 2019, as proof she was building a brand, not a royal life. One insider even claimed Meghan's goal was always to be a household name, using Harry as her ticket to the A-list circles she craved. Whether you buy that or not, the marriage put her on a stage bigger than any Hollywood set. But the fairy tale wouldn't last long. By 2020, Meghan and Harry shocked the world with Megxit, stepping back from royal duties and moving to California. The move sparked endless rumors of feuds, especially with Kate Middleton. Reports surfaced of tears over bridesmaid dresses and a snub at Kate's 2019 birthday party, where Meghan and Harry were allegedly left off the guest list. Then there was the HRH title drama. Insiders claimed Meghan promised Queen Elizabeth she'd drop the styling but kept using it, like in a letter from Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister shared on Instagram. The royal exit wasn't just a personal choice, it was a branding battle. They lost their Sussex Royal Instagram handle and faced accusations of cashing in on their titles. But that was just the beginning of the storm. Meghan's next big move was a $20 million Spotify deal for her podcast Archetypes. It was hyped as a game changer, a platform for her to share inspiring stories about women. But when it dropped in 2022, the reaction was brutal. Critics called it shallow and over-rehearsed, with Candace Owens slamming it as breathy and awful. Spotify reportedly regretted the deal, and by 2023, it was over, with only one season released. The flop stung, not just because of the money, but because it fueled a narrative that Meghan's projects promise big, but deliver small. And yet, she wasn't done trying to prove herself. Fast forward to 2025, and Meghan's Netflix show with Love. Meghan was supposed to be her comeback. A cooking and lifestyle series, it was meant to show her relatable side. Think Martha Stewart with a royal twist. But the reviews were savage. Viewers called it forced and out of touch with audience, scores tanking fast. Then came a legal bombshell. A Maryland woman named Robin Patrick claimed Meghan's DIY bath salt recipe from the show caused severe burns and ulcers, especially dangerous for her as a diabetic. She's now threatening a $10 million lawsuit against Meghan, Netflix, and their Archwell Foundation. The scandal added fuel to claims that Meghan's ventures are more about hype than quality, but there was more trouble brewing. Meghan's lifestyle brand, originally called American Riviera Orchard, rebranded to As Ever in 2025. But it hit turbulence before it even launched. The new logo, featuring a palm tree and hummingbirds, was called a complete copy of the coat of arms from Poreres, a town in Majorca. The town's mayor demanded its removal, though they couldn't afford a lawsuit. On top of that, a small New York brand, As Ever NYC, raised concerns about trademark similarities. Adding to the chaos, reports surfaced that As Ever sold products it didn't have, leaving customers waiting for refunds. Critics pounced, with some calling Meghan a grifter who builds brands on promises she can't keep. And yet, the controversies kept piling up. One of the biggest criticisms Meghan faces is that she can't seem to be real. Her 2025 podcast appearance on the Jamie Kern-Lima show was billed as raw and unfiltered. No makeup, no script, just Meghan. She got emotional, reading a letter to her kids, Archie and Lilibet, and talked about her love for Harry. But the internet wasn't buying it. Candace Owens called it a staged performance, pointing out the lack of visible tears and the perfectly timed emotions. Others noted the host's over-the-top praise, describing it as cringy and rehearsed. The no-makeup look. Critics said even that felt calculated, like another PR move to seem relatable. For many, it was proof Meghan's every move is part of a script she's been writing for years. Then there's the marriage. Rumours of a split with Harry have swirled since 2023, sparked by Meghan's absence during his Spare book tour and their solo public appearances. By 2025, the chatter hit a peak, with tabloids claiming they were in an emotional drought. Harry shut down the speculation at a New York summit, laughing off divorce rumours and saying they'd bought or moved houses 10 or 12 times. Still, skeptics point to their separate projects, Harry's Invictus Games, Meghan's Netflix and podcast ventures, as signs of professional distance. Critics like Megyn Kelly argue Meghan's been playing the victim card, complaining about her small castle while living a life of luxury. Whether it's true or not, the rumours keep the spotlight on their every move. So where does Meghan Markle stand today? She's a woman who went from a cable TV actress to a global figure, but the world can't agree on who she really is. Some see a driven entrepreneur, others a calculated opportunist. Her projects, from Spotify to Netflix to As Ever, have sparked more backlash than praise, with flops and lawsuits piling up. The accusations of inauthenticity, from fake tears to staged humility, follow her like a shadow. And yet, she keeps pushing forward, building her brand against the odds. Can she ever shake the skepticism and show the world a real Meghan? Or is she forever stuck in the role of the controversial Duchess? Drop your thoughts below. What's next for Meghan Markle? Let's keep this conversation going.